Tommy, just start with any team news.
Everybody's fit. Full squad, no suspensions. So, everybody's ready. Which obviously is for a very important game for us.
Are you enjoying these games coming quick and fast at the moment when you've got the momentum?
Yeah, I mean, it cuts down your preparation time, obviously, with midweek games. But it's something that I'm used to and the players are used to. If you ask the players, they would probably prefer to play, games rather than have a full week's training. So it's not really a big issue. It's good that we have got important games coming up, and the fact that we've in a good run of form at the minute, so we can go into them with a fair degree of confidence.
We're speaking to Ross there, and he says he's very much doesn't ever look at the league table. Are you in that situation as well, or are you trying not to get caught up in what's happening after every game?
Well, I think the situation we're in now, that if we can get a win, tomorrow night, you will have the first thought will be how did the other teams do. I'm not sure if one of them, if Motherwell Hamilton kicks off at 6 o'clock or not. I don't know if that's the case.
Yeah.
It is, yeah. So we'll probably know that result. There's probably no way of keeping that result from the players, but we've just got to deal with it. We know what we've got to do. We've got to get one more point than Ross County because our goal difference is so superior to stay in the league, and that'll be the aim. And we've got 4 games, obviously, to do that. And I say the form we're in at the minute. We're confident that we can move away from the bottom of the table.
Ross was also saying that he can feel a different vibe about the place with the results you've been getting. Is that something that you can feel the sort of players grasping onto and taking on that momentum?
Yeah, I mean, since we've come in, there's been a positive vibe. They've responded well to what we wanted them to do in terms of how we want them to play. Where the confidence levels and the belief maybe has been improved and risen has been simply because we've started scoring goals. We've got 15 in particular in our last 5 games, so that helps the team because we have been a team this season, and even when I came in at first, it took a long while to get the first goal. A team that struggled to score goals. So that can breed confidence and create a bit of belief that we're going into games now, I think, believing that we're going to score goals and create chances. Now, the other side is, which still has to improve, clean sheets can win you points, and we've got to try and keep more clean sheets in these, whatever number of games we've got left. We know we've got 4 in the league, but hopefully it's more than that with a cup coming up as well. But if we can keep a couple of clean sheets in the league, I'd be fairly confident that we'll score enough goals then at the other end to pick enough points.
Is that as important, the mental side of management, is that just as important as the tactical side in terms of just instilling that belief into the players and making them have the confidence that they can get the sort of results you need to stay up?
I think, you have to come in, and it's a difficult time to come in with the number of games that we had left. Couldn't really do anything in terms of recruitment, although we'd done a brilliant piece of business, obviously, that Kyle's move fell through till Romania. So you've got to go in and be positive, and that's what we've tried to do. But at the same time, we've got ourselves in this position because there's things that haven't been right, and we have to try and rectify that, and we just haven't sorted out, the fact that we haven't kept clean sheets, as a team. It's not all down to the back 4 and the goalkeeper. So there's still room for improvement, and if we can get that improvement, I think it'll make our job easier in staying in the league.
Cheers, Tommy.
Cheers, Andy.
Tommy, you said every point's vital. Obviously, going into these next 4 games. Is there a sense of, this being about livelihoods now, in a sense, are we going to see a sense of, we have seen a sense of urgency as well. Can we expect that now going forward in every game?
I don't think that's something that's in the background. Kilmarnock Football Club will still be here when if we were to be relegated, and we're just going to have to rebuild. What that means in terms of jobs and livelihoods, will take its own natural course. That's the sad consequence of a team that's struggling and a team that may get relegated out of the league. But the players are aware, with between loan players and players out of contract, we've 17 coming out of contract, so that has a burn in terms of relegation, who gets contracts, who's going to be staying. But again, that's something players, particularly in Scotland, are used to, in terms of clubs tend to wait to the last minute to renew contracts. So it's not something new to them, but it's not the general chat in the dressing room or about the place, because the main focus is, and there's a strong belief that we can stay in the league.
Of course, you've said that confidence and that belief is there. In terms of United, what are you expecting from them? They've lost their goalkeeper for tomorrow night as well. You'll be hoping to try and exploit that. He's
a top goalkeeper. He's had a great season, and it'd be a big loss, to any team. But they've got an able, deputy coming in. Done okay at Forfar, has experience of playing, league football. Actually trained with me at St Johnstone last pre-season 1920, so I know all about them. They've had a good first season in the league. They maybe feel that they should have been competing for top six, but for any promoted side to be clear of relegation and not really under the threat of relegation as a good first season back for them. They're still in the cup. And it's like every game. There's no easy games in this league, and people underestimate, I think, this league at times and think that there are easy games. There's not. So I'm expecting a tough game. But as I say, we're in a good place, and we'll be hoping that we can take the game to them and go all out for 3 points.